What do you enjoy about TRU?
I enjoy the variety of classes that I've had so far. That's probably my best bet because I want to be a travel writer, and we actually have some travel media courses, and we've done tons of online blogging, multimedia assignments and things like that, and I really enjoyed that.
I found a lot of difference since here in TRU we have a lot of international students, like a lot of opportunities than that we have in my country. It's like more expensive here, but I found it's worth it because we have a lot of opportunities here in Canada than in Ecuador. Here we have a lot of chances of in the sport field. A lot of you meet a lot of people, so the doors are open to your future, and you have all of you get a lot of the skills, and it's the process. I think the process here in Canada is faster to get graduate. I don't know than in my country, because there are a lot of lots of obstacles that you have to take before you graduate.
How does TRU differ from other institutions?
Well, I went to high school and elementary school here in Kamloops, BC, and now I go to university here in Kamloops. So it hasn't. It's good and bad. I guess what is different is that interactivity. In high school, when I grew up, it was more just a lecture. You weren't really asked what you thought as a student, and you just had to take notes and answer questions. You get here, that changes a bit. So that differs a little bit, but for the most part, educational culture is the same high school, university here in Kamloops. Educated means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. Educated, for me, is about knowing how I can function and benefit the society I've chosen to live in. That requires a university degree, talking to academics and understanding that world. Post-secondary education isn't important for everybody. There's people that can live very successful lives that contribute well to society and never steps foot inside a university classroom. Whereas if you don't have those sorts of skills, and you're more like a person like me that feels you need to be able to function in the academic world to make that sort of contribution, yes, you do need a post-secondary education.
I think it's size. My brother went to U of A, and he was talking about his largest engineering class had almost 800 students, which was just a huge auditorium. He says, I remember the biggest tip that he gave me before I went to university was to get to know my professors, because if you sat in the front row, between all the hundreds of students, that you could stand out. You don't even have to do that here. The classes are so small. One of my classes has 6 people in them, so you get to know the professors right away, and it makes it really comfortable in order to ask them questions and get further information and really deepen your education by actually having a personal relationship to those instructors.
Should we be educated?
Yeah, definitely. I think we should, no matter the culture, no matter what, we should be educated, because that's how we can change the world, really. Because to stop the violence and everything, no matter the culture, but we should be educated.
I find classes like this in particular are really great at educating people to know, different cultures and the people around the world, and just to be more open. And I feel like it's very important on a personal level, even more so than sometimes learning those biography or biology equations and all that other stuff.
Do you think that we take education for granted?
I've never heard of a university student that doesn't, complain. I complain all the time about my workload. I have to do this, that, and this. Everything's so expensive. We always go on about it, but at the end of the day, there's people around the world that would kill to have the opportunities that we have. And I think that just comes from having it not necessarily handed to us, but having it available. And everyone goes to school, so you kind of forget how unique and valuable it is. And I think it's a bit less in university. People start to really value it because you can start studying what you want to study, for the most part, instead of, the lower educations like high school, where, you have to take math, science, social, and English, and there was no options. But yeah, I think we still do.
It comes from our backgrounds, education. So our parents tell us that we should be educated, and that's why we follow their steps, right?
In your TRU experience, what are you thankful for?
I'm glad that I was able to get a post-secondary education without leaving Kamloops.
I am thankful that it made me find what I want to do with my life and kind of find my passion. Because I think everyone, starts university really not knowing what they're going to do. And it's not that you graduate and all of a sudden you have your life figured out, but it helped me find what I want to do, what I find important, and how I want to contribute to the world.
I found it here, like in TRU, like they have helped me a lot because like they translate all my credits. So I'm blessed that they did that for me. That I don't like the weather, but like